Hey, Cordell. Hey.
What is it? What is it?
So Caleb isn't here this week.
I know.
So there's nothing to, stop us from beefing. We've had this beef for what? Probably the entire show right now so far.
I think we had it before the show. I was very hesitant to do this podcast with you in general, but I love Caleb that much.
Yeah. It sprouted from that. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Came into this. Yeah.
Right. I was like, I don't think I can do another hour a week around you.
Yeah, but I'm willing to take the time and put that all behind us. Put that beef in the oven and get it cooked. Get it all done with.
Make a good meatloaf. Yeah.
Yeah. If you were willing.
I'm willing, but here's what I'll tell you. It's got to be on air. Like the people need to know the beef has been squashed. I don't want it, like we don't have any witnesses here. I need witnesses. I need the people to hear us squash this so
and
they
just
know
to keep
it's
us
legit.
safe, just to keep us safe.
Right. Some accountability.
Yeah.
So we'll put out the full unedited version of it, like no edits, no changes. Like the people need to see what the reality of doing this is like. It's all fun and games out there, but it's like the Eagles backstage on the other side of it. Like it's not good.
It's awful. It's hell.
Hard.
It's hell. Some would say
it is terrible, and they need to know that we are willing to grow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit record.
Yeah. Let's hit record. Let's do this.
It's a psychobilly freakout.
That was maybe the most beautiful 3 hours of my life.
I can't believe we got that all on recording. That was, thank you for, I feel so much better. That beef was done. It's gone out the window. We ate
I didn't realize I held so much pain from 2015 still in there,
Yeah. Yeah.
But
when we were able to dig that up.
Oh, yeah. I feel physically lighter, Like, I love you.
I love you too, but I think we might have fucked up.
Wait.
I just looked at Audacity.
Wait, what?
Like now we're actually recording. I think we were recording when we were talking about the beef beforehand. Okay. And so when we pressed it again, we didn't record the beef discussion.
So no one can hear that beauty that we.
No one's gonna hear about our refreshed and deepened love for each other.
I opened up about things I don't know that I'll ever be able to talk about again.
Yeah, deep both of us, deep secrets, deep life-changing experiences. We really connected on a spiritual level.
Yeah, I mean, was the song the improv song we sang together, was that too much, do you think, or like?
No, I mean, I wish it was out there that we could actually. And it was like completely improv. Yeah, but we were singing the same words. It was.
Do you want to try it again, or?
I don't think we're going to be able to recreate that beauty.
So do we just like do a normal Caleb free episode now?
Think what we are going to do though is read reviews that are really bad, so guess the movie.
Also, real quick, welcome to Junk House.
welcome to Junk House. Okay, well, this is a 5-star review.
Okay.
It's going to be a 5-star review from Juliet. Thanks, Juliet.
Thank you, Juliet.
Complete waste of 2 of the coolest legendary Pokemon that have ever existed by stuffing them into 5 minutes of the climax of an otherwise completely empty snooze fest. Absolute garbage.
Okay. So it's a Pokemon movie, obviously.
Pokemon movie. It's a Pokemon.
Is it one of the newer ones? My guess is it's whichever one had like Hoopa in it.
It is not one of the newer ones.
Not one of the newer ones. Okay,
Note.
okay.
Yeah.
News Fest. Coolest legends. Is there another one? Is there another bad review for it?
I can read you another one.
Yeah, give me another one.
Okay. This is a 5-star review from Plate Zero. Thanks, Plate.
Thanks, Plate.
Unironically, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. The pacing is fucking awful and boring, and that blue-haired bitch is the most annoying MF in the world. I wish Ash fucking kicked his ass, bro.
Is this Destiny Deoxys?
It is Destiny Deoxys.
I love that movie.
It's so good.
These reviewers can like just die.
They can shove it. Like this, if you didn't get it from that last review, this was going to be the giveaway review from Jacob Sapko. There's probably a better way to pronounce it, but
thank you,
so
Jacob.
Unbelievably boring. Munchlax is the only redeemable thing throughout the entire movie. Movie stretches out an episode's plot to a full-length movie that doesn't need this much time. That's what he said.
Yeah, I will say it didn't need to be almost 2 hours. Could have been a crisp 80 minutes. However, like, I loved that movie as a kid.
It's good. I loved it.
It's good. I love the Deoxys Rayquaza fight. Like, I thought it was some good stuff. And it fleshed out an otherwise not really touched on legend. Like, you know, in the games, you get Deoxys, and then you go talk to some rocks to change his forms. And that's about all you get. But, like, this movie had all the, like, Aurora Borealis stuff they did. Like, it was a good time.
It was cool to see, like, how Pokemon in just like this big metropolis too. Also, we get the famous thing of Blaziken saving Ash from a moving sidewalk.
Yeah, he was trapped on that moving sidewalk. He was
gonna die.
It was gonna kill him as it moved gently to the next location. It's also like, one, I loved the technology of the city. I thought it was a really, really cool place. But two, they did the thing they used to do where they'd show you a Pokemon from the next generation before revealing anything about the next generation. You know, they did it with Togepi back in the first, like, parts of the anime, whenever they hadn't done Gold and Silver yet, but they put Togepi in the anime. I don't know if they did it with any Gen 3 Pokemon.
That's what I was trying to think when you started saying that, because the movie came out 2004. So when did the third gen come out?
I think 05.
Entered its third generation with the 2002 release of Ruby and Sapphire.
Gen 3 was 2002. Gen 4 was
okay, here's what it was. Pokemon Emerald came out in September of 22 I keep on saying 2020. Goodness gracious. It came out in 2004, the same year the movie came out. So,
and then Diamond and Pearl came out in 2006. So two years before. And they did this a little bit. I remember in the Pokemon Gale of Darkness game on the GameCube, they had a way that you could interact with a Munchlax. You could not catch it, could not use it, but you could interact with it. And they also revealed Bonsly in there.
Okay.
There was this weird mechanic where you could, like, leave food out in some part of the desert and Pokemon would come eat it. And you could just encounter a Bonsly with no context as to what it was. So they used to do that. I'm gonna look and see if I can find more.
Yeah. But yeah, Destiny Deoxys was definitely a Emerald ad, and I love it.
Yes, it was.
There's also
all the movies are.
Exactly. There's also somebody that reviewed it on Letterboxd in Swedish. And I'm not going to butcher all of the wording, but I'm just going to send it in text and say that my favorite part is that the first words they say translate to "Wow, piss film."
Wow, piss film. This person's mad.
They're so mad. Dagen D for Deoxys. Yeah, Dagen D.
Dagen D. I am trying to find it. I don't know if they did a like Generation 3 Pokemon for the like Gold and Silver anime, but I do know that like going into Gen 4, they did a lot because they did Munchlax, they did Bonsly, they did the whole Lucario and the Mystery of Mew movie, which is, I think, in the top 5 for sure. That movie's awesome because it revealed.
I've seen that one, honestly.
Okay, so that one's cool. Ash like is visiting this place, and he's just the opening scene of the movie has Weavile in it.
Okay.
It is like an awesome song, and it's like the Pokemon theme song for the time, and I think it's Advanced Battle, and it's him fighting in a tournament in a castle, and his opponent just uses a Weavile, which is a Gen 4 Pokemon. So like no one's ever seen it before, and he goes up against it, and it's dope. And then he learns about this Pokemon called Lucario, who I think was like in stone the whole time, but like he could see auras, and so Ash learns that he can kind of see auras too. So Lucario comes to like help him do something important. There's this whole big tree, like it's wild. It's great movie.
Classic Pokemon.
Classic Pokemon. But they used to do that a lot, and it just kind of fell off. I think the last time they did it was they had a Helioptile from Pokemon X and Y appear in the black and white anime, but with the character who is going to take Ash to Unova. No, not from Unova to Kalos. So like it was the end of the arc, and they were going to move to the next location. And so they're like, throw in a Pokemon, but everyone knew about the games and knew about the region. So it wasn't the same thing as just randomly having a Pokemon no one had ever seen before.
Yeah, it wasn't as, here you go. It's just like, they're going to France.
Yeah, it's like, you're going to France. Look at this lizard.
Speaking about France, though.
Speaking about France?
Pokemon's going back to France.
Yeah, that was a good transition with Kalos there. So I want to tell you that I am possibly the most excited for this game of any Pokemon game in a long time.
Can I tell you a secret?
Yeah.
Me too. X and Y was the game that I like got invested into Pokemon with.
Oh, snap.
Like the when they showed at the end of the trailer for the uninitiated, yesterday at time of recording was Pokemon Day. They showed a little teaser of the newest Pokemon Legends game, which is Pokemon. Is it Z minus Lambda?
I think it's just ZA.
I'm pretty sure it's Lambda and not A. Because there was a guy on TikTok that was getting real pissed off that people.
Well, here's the thing about it. Like when you look at the logo, the Z crosses the A. The Z makes the part of the A that makes it an A. So it's Z-A. They did a stylized way of it. Because in all of the like English translations for things, they say Pokemon ZA.
Okay. But yeah,
some
that's
people have been making
Kalos.
Zaza memes about it.
Yeah, I saw somebody say pizza, and it was just the Kalos overview.
Yes.
But in the trailer, in the teaser, they showed this like outline of Kalos of the main town, Lumiose, and that like I spent countless hours in there because most of X and Y I did Pokemon breeding for competitive Pokemon.
So yeah, you're a big breeder.
I'm a massive breeder. But what you did in those days was you turned on the egg powers, you went to Lumiose, and you put a quarter in your in your analog stick to go around in circles until you hatched all your Pokemon.
You just put a quarter in there.
Yep, that's what me and all my buzz did.
That's great. I love that. So I've been playing Pokemon like basically my whole life. I don't know if I've ever given you like my Pokemon history. But
I don't know.
Caleb's,
I don't think so.
This is when Caleb's away, the people will play because Caleb doesn't know much about Pokemon at all. We're big weirdos about it. So, but do you think, before we go on, do you think this episode's missing a little bit of Caleb?
I think so. I think maybe we can throw to him. Maybe we can get him to record something, or we can just
throw in an audio clip.
Yeah, like
I worry for the future of Scoobity Toilet.
Okay. It feels better. I like having his voice here. Thank you, buddy.
I worry for the future of Scoobity Toilet.
Okay.
Okay, but like, don't interrupt me. Don't we'll tell you when to do that. Okay?
I worry for the future of Scoobity Toilet.
Enough.
I think he's going to be quiet.
I think he's done. Okay. So my older brother's about 4 years older than me.
Okay.
And so growing up, I played Pokemon before I could read because he would read it to me and I would make decisions. Like it was always a big bonding thing.
That is very cute.
Right. It was precious. It was wonderful. And so like been playing my whole life. My favorite generations have been 6 and 7, which is X and Y and Sun and Moon. And so to be going back to Kalos, because I was so pumped back in the day for a Pokemon Z. It was all I wanted. Some of my favorite Pokemon are from Kalos. I adored it. I adored the region. And to just not be going back and to just leave them like that crushed me. And now we're going back. And Mega Evolutions are coming back.
That was so freaking massive. My favorite Pokemon, Volcarona, the one that I have transferred from game to game to game, was born in this game. Was born in Kalos.
Oh, it was born in Kalos. I was like, it's a Gen 5 Pokemon. I don't know.
I know, but it was born.
But it was
born in that world.
In that world.
So
how long? What is that level 100 at this point?
Oh yeah, it's been level 100 for a couple games at this point. What was your first level 100 Pokemon before we get more into the theories and thoughts?
So, this is going to tell you a little bit about the kind of player I am.
Okay.
I have not gotten a Pokemon to level 100. Legally.
What?
I've used an action replay back in the day and got plenty of level 100s. But like I play for the storyline, and once I beat post-game stuff, I just kind of hang out, maybe complete the decks, but eventually I'll just restart and do another run. So like I'll transfer any shinies and keep them, or I will transfer any like sentimental Pokemon. But I'm really just in it to like play the games. I don't do competitive. I don't do a ton of breeding. So I'm just hanging out. So I don't really get level 100s. I usually cap around 70, 75.
Okay. Well, yeah, because like that's base.
That's where the game's kind of, yeah.
Yeah, Peter.
The final battles have level 70 teams, and you just you beat them.
You don't need much more after that. Mine was Greninja.
Ooh. That's a good one.
To tell you the type of player I am, I probably only have like 4 or 5 of my own Pokemon that I have gotten to level 100. I'm not like the grinding everybody, but like, of course, Volcarona. That Greninja was the first because it was a Protean Greninja.
Yeah.
But I think I also bred in X and Y, and it just protein.
Protein Greninja. I do want to talk a little bit. I mean, spoilers for anyone who's not interested in Pokemon listening. I think the rest of the episode is going to be like this.
Probably.
So it's okay if you want to skip out on this one. Yeah. You won't hurt my feelings.
Last episode we said we were going to make Junkhouse bits again, and this one is just a gush sesh. So
new game got announced yesterday. Caleb's not here for us to feel weird about talking Pokemon. It's a Pokemon episode. Like,
make Pokemon.
If you want to leave, that's okay. No. Yeah, make Pokemon
Zaza again.
I think it'd be fun to talk about some of our favorite designs from the region, or some of our favorite parts from X and Y that we hope they bring back.
Yeah.
Like some of the things like that. Some of our like wishes they had done instead of what we got. Like you brought up Greninja. I kind of hate, like, he's a dope design. I hated how we got him from Froakie.
Interesting. Okay.
Because Froakie was the one I was going to play. Like, I was going to use Froakie, and then I saw, is it Grenadier? Frogadier. I saw Frogadier, and, like, I was like, oh, snap, it's happening. And my dream for his final stage was to, like, keep the bubble thing going. Because Froakie's got bubbles. Frogadier's got bubbles. I was like, this guy's going to be a bubble master. He's going to do some sick stuff. And then he's just a guy with a big old tongue scarf. And it bothered me.
I really like it. But no, I understand that. A bubble master would have been sick.
Right? Like, because they've been doing, like, when they did Legends Arceus, and it might be too quick to assume that they will redo anything they did for that.
Yeah.
But, like, because Arceus also had the benefit of being set in the past. So they could be like, oh, Pokemon
in the future? Or what is this?
This looks to be a little bit in the past or in the present. Some people think there'll be a time travel element. It's hard to say because some of the sketching and stuff they did looked, some people theorize like 1960s. Some people theorize a little bit in the future. We just don't have any real information. Some of it looked future-y. Some of it looked a little old-fashioned. Who knows? But I wonder what they'll do because I don't think we will be far enough in the past to have different variants of Pokemon make sense. When it's 400 years, that kind of makes sense. So I don't know if they'll do like, because even the starters in Arceus were just random starters from different games.
Yeah.
Different regions with new final forms.
Yeah.
But if they do the same thing of having starters with new forms, and if they keep the Kalos starters, then I want them to redo Greninja as the Bubble Master. The Bubble Master. That's my dream.
What's okay? That's a wow. My brain shut off.
That's okay.
That's something we can talk about. What are the other two alternate forms for the other two starters? What would the dream be? I feel like Bubble Master pushes him a little bit further from Ninja.
Yeah, I always imagine more of a whiz. They could flip around the secondary type. They've already got the triangle, right?
Yeah.
You know, because it's fighting Psychic Dark.
Yeah, and they're all like classes.
Yeah, there's like Spellcaster, Rogue, Fighter.
Yeah.
What if they rotate that? So like Bubble Master's a Spellcaster and it's Water Psychic.
Ooh, okay.
And then if the Dark becomes Psychic, then the Psychic should become, because Because I'm trying to think of... Because right now they've got...
fighting again, probably. You're taking the subtype of the type that the main type is strong against.
Yes. Because the way they did it originally was it was like they had 2 types that were good against the other one. Like the starters were just really good against their trio enemy. Yeah. So it's like if water psychic, then it would be firefighting, and then it would be grass dark.
Have we had a lot of grass darks?
Shift tree is the only one that comes to mind.
I think Cacturn.
Cacturn, maybe.
Let's see. Yeah, Shift tree, Cacturn, and Zarude.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Weird legendary guy.
Yeah, Zarude Sandstorm.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
But that would be cool to have a starter. Well, wait. Isn't new starter? Isn't Meowscarada?
She is grass
dark too. Yeah, that wasn't on the list. That's weird. But yeah, okay.
Weird.
So we already have we do have a starter, but that would be cool to have another one.
Well, yeah, if they went with I'm doing the logical conclusion of having the Bubble Wizard, which would do my heart so much good, then I think Delphox, because they could take firefighting in a different direction of just big beefy. It could be more of the dodge and hit quick kind of fighter. That stick that Braixen has could become like nunchucks or something.
Or a sword.
Yeah.
Stick with the D&D kind of classes.
Fox with a sword? I'm in. You got me.
Sick.
And then Chestnut being grass dark.
I'm thinking they shed the armor and are maybe more of like a ninja rogue.
Yeah, because they need to move more into the rogue side of things. Okay, the shell, when they kind of break out, have it on their back, they break it into pieces and have brass knuckles and elbow spikes and that sort of thing with it.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. What if they're also kind of have a ninja type thing? So they have those, but they also have because the form before what's the final form?
Quilladin. Oh, yeah. Chestnut is the final form.
Chestnut, but yeah, Quilladin, he's kind of like a weird cocoon. So what if you take that? You take the cocoon, and that's that. Yeah, that's where he gets the knuckles, but also has it on his back. Maybe it can have a shed skin ability, so it becomes faster, and
that'd be cool.
That would be sick.
Yeah, and so granted with Arceus, what they did was just kind of slightly shifted the design. These are major reworks, but I can dream. I can dream.
It's our dream of Kalos,
our dream.
What they're gonna do.
Yeah, and then a long shot one is I would love a different evolution for Floette.
Yes.
Flabebe being one of the first fairy types they showed us in the reveals, I was like, this is incredible. I love the design. Saw Floette and I was like, oh, this is better. And Florges is just a letdown for me in design, in stats, in move pool.
It's got a weird feline face on a plant. It's kind of just weird.
Right. I was imagining some kind of fairy knight with a flower sword or any number of things other than became a flower.
Yeah. It's just a flower that can hurt you.
Which a lot of flowers in real life can hurt me.
That's accurate, but we're not playing Pokemon for the accuracy.
You're right. No flowers hurt me in Pokemon.
Yeah, none of them. Not even Vileplume.
No.
I want to see I want to see more of that actual Doomsday device from the Kalos games.
Right?
They kind of, from my memory, just threw it in at the end. It was Everyone's gonna die. It's okay.
Yeah. So they did feel rushed in a lot of ways. I do think the interesting part of this is, according to the trailer, the game is set in Lumio City.
Okay.
Like the whole game is in the city.
Just so, in the city? Interesting.
Yes. Which means they're probably going to do some kind of free run parkour way to get around the city.
Ooh, okay.
Like in my imagination, like, Spider-Man games, but not nearly as crazy. But like you can get around. You can like swing off of buildings or fly between them or go to different rooftops and find different things. I'm willing to bet a lot of the buildings are a lot more fleshed out. So there'll be a lot to explore in the city. Especially because they just announced it, which means they've been working on it for a while, and it's not coming out until next year. So, like, they've got a chance here to do a really fleshed out city, but it also makes me wonder what the plot will be if it's all in one city. People joked about learning more about the weapon. People joked about finding out what's finally in that random lab in the desert. Yeah. Where you can see it in the distance and there's a door that's locked and you were like, clearly they were going to let us go in here in the third game.
Yeah, but never got that. Unless, does this technically count as the third game?
I don't, in spirit, yes.
Yeah, but it's a Legends, so it's going to be pretty different, yeah.
Right. So it's like, I'm very curious to see how they do it because I am thrilled at the concepts. But I'm going to dream big today and then temper my expectations for the rest of the time.
Yeah. Yeah, give us another dream. Dream another dream.
I will dream another dream.
I want to ride Xerneas.
I want to become a Veltal.
Yeah.
I think another dream. You remember how in X and Y you got your starter, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then, like in the second city you go to, you got the Kanto starter too. Yeah. You got to pick one of them, and then you got their Mega Stone.
Yep.
I want a similar thing where you can get a Kanto starter, and I want them to give Venusaur and Blastoise an X and Y version. I want one of them to become Blastoise Y. Like, say the current Blastoise is Blastoise Y, give him a Blastoise X. Or the current Mega Venusaur is Mega Venusaur Y, give it an X. Because what they're gonna do, I know they're gonna give him a Mega Charizard Z. They're just gonna.
They have to.
So let the other two starters have two forms. Like,
yeah,
do them some good.
Yeah.
When inevitable Charizard Z happens, please.
Just come on.
Yeah. I do want them to like flesh out the legends better though.
Yeah.
Like Xerneas and Yveltal just kind of show up. They don't do a ton. They're not connected to a ton. I would love to learn more about them. I assume there'll be a plot where you collect Zygarde cells throughout the city. He like probably some big fight scatters him across the city and you have like to find him to save the city. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, they're all like fighting above the city.
Right.
Because Yveltal's like the death of all things incarnate.
That'd be really cool. Yeah, some big fight brings them together. Maybe Zygarde gets like mind controlled by a villain and the two Xerneas and Yveltal have to team up to stop it. And it scatters across the city. And as you find more pieces, you can utilize that form of Zygarde. So when you find 10% of the cells, you get Zygarde 10% form as a Pokemon you have. Or at least as a companion in the game if you can't actively use it yet. That sort of thing. That'd be cool.
That would be sick. My favorite thing about Arceus was like how the Pokédex worked. And like all of those like little things. So like having a little sub quest that you could do just running around seems pretty fun and good.
Yeah.
That's the big thing I want them to bring back is how the Pokédex worked. Because just like I want to be able to fill it out by like actually feeling like I'm researching Pokemon instead of just I caught you. I'm looking at you right now.
Collecting more and more of them.
Yeah. Yep.
It'll also be interesting too, being in a city. Like, are they going to have most of the Pokemon you can catch be Pokemon that would make sense in a city? Like, I have a lot of questions that I'm sure the answer is. I bet there will be parks and things. There will be like areas of the city with different kind of climates, or like, oh, maybe you go to like the warehouse district and a cold warehouse has ice type Pokemon. I don't know how they'll do it. Or if when they say it's in the city, most of the game's there, but there are like regions you can go to catch Pokemon and come back.
That's what it kind of seems like it'll be to me, kind of like Arceus, where it's like the main hub is that little town, but you are going out of the town to catch the Pokemons.
Yeah,
but that would be sick if it was all in the city, though. That would be
if they could make that work. That'd be fascinating.
Yeah,
and then obviously, I think the next part of our dreaming conversation, though, what new megas do you want?
Well, first of all, we just need to look at mega evolutions, because I don't even remember who all got them.
I've actually got a list up.
Okay.
So in X and Y, Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise, Alakazam, Gengar, Kangaskhan, Pinsir, Gyarados, Aerodactyl, Mega Mewtwo, Ampharos, Scizor, Heracross, Houndoom, Tyranitar, Blaziken, Gardevoir, Mawile, Aggron, Medicham, Manectric, Banette, Absol, Latios, Latios, Garchomp, Lucario, Abomasnow. And then they added more in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. They did Beedrill, Pidgeot, Slowbro, Steelix, Sceptile, Swampert, Sableye, Sharpedo, Camerupt, Altaria, Glalie, Salamence, Metagross, Rayquaza, Lopunny, Gallade, Audino, Diancie.
Okay.
So we got a pretty good amount, but we also have multiple new generations since then that could get mega.
Well, my go-to is Volcarona.
I think a Mega Volcarona would be the coolest thing ever.
He's sick as fuck. Like, I like the like Paradox versions, but they're not
Volcarona.
They're not Volcarona. It's just two random motherfuckers.
It's like it's future and past, which is cool though. That I am happy cool you get those. Like, I think they're neat Pokemon, and I think it's cool that your favorite has some variants like that.
Yeah, exactly. Same. But we need a Mega. We need some crazy giant Mothra ass looking Mega.
Yeah, get Mega on it.
Get Mega on it.
I'm going to be looking mainly at the 3 generations since X and Y for my new Mega ideas. I think a lot of the only Pokemon before X and Y that I want to get a Mega real bad is Flygon.
Fair.
That would Justice be sick for Flygon. Did you hear the story of why it didn't?
No.
So I think it was Masuda, but whoever was working on it had just creative block, could not figure out a Mega for Flygon. Fully intended to, could not get a design he liked. So he didn't put it in the game.
Damn.
Right? Like, just full creative block happened. So I hope we get a Mega Flygon.
That would be sick. Also, like, talk to your creative partners and maybe unblock that, or like maybe have somebody else design.
Maybe they did and everyone was just making garbage designs. You don't know.
That's a fair point.
That's a fair point.
Newest gen. I want a Tinkaton.
Oh, Mega Tinkaton. And it makes sense to be in a city. To have a Tinkaton.
Yeah. Especially like if they could have Corviknights also in the area.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Like, because I mean, England is not that far away from France now, is it?
Right. And I mean, honestly, just I will say, based on the trailer alone, no Pokemon, because they had like Pokemon in the trailer just being around.
Yeah.
No Pokemon post X and Y were seen in the trailer, but they might be saving that for later reveals.
Yeah, fair.
But
yeah, they were like, hey, these are the ones that came out this gen. So nostalgia.
Yeah.
And I cried.
Oh, it was. I think Tinkaton is one of my favorite Scarlet and Violet Pokemon.
It probably is my favorite.
I'm trying to look for another one I might like more. I don't know. I like Golden Go and I like Gimme Ghoul. Like, I think they're fun, but it's so tedious to get one that I think I like Tinkaton more just in principle.
Yeah.
Design-wise, my favorite design from the generation is also the most garbage Pokemon. I think I've mourned that with you before.
Yes. Very, very sad. It's a sick design.
Like, Spidops is the coolest looking dude. Spidops. They need to give him a Mega. Justice for my boy Spidops. Make him awesome.
Make him like Bug Rock or something. Give him a subtype.
Right, like his whole thing is he's awesome with spider webbing and is like a super ninja dude. Like, let him be awesome. Make him like. Oh, it'd be cool if he was. What's a good type for like manipulating things? Because like almost like a puppet master with his like.
Probably psychic, webbing. Right?
Psychic, like
bug psychic.
Bug psychic's a little played out, but I think that'd be cool if he like used his webbing like psychically. That'd be neat.
Yeah.
Mega Tinkaton is just a bigger hammer.
That larger hammer, larger buff Tinkaton.
Yes.
There has to be a Mousehold
where they're all grown up.
Maybe not even all grown up. There's just more of them.
And then what happens when it unmegas? No. You can't abort them. Because when Mega Kangaskhan, one of my favorites is Mega Kangaskhan, explicitly the baby Mega evolves. Kangaskhan stays the same, the baby Mega evolves. So I think Mousehold. Right. I think Mousehold, the babies Mega evolve.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all adults.
Yeah, just all adults. Just and they have awkward conversations about how it's time to redefine the way they interact with each other because hey, I'm an adult now, and
yeah. And I mean, I know you're basically the same. You're my parent.
Palafin would be fun.
It would be sick if they made the Mega Evolution like a supervillain.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Or they could just give it a split evolution.
Ooh.
Like Finizen can be into Palafin or like Fillin. I don't know.
Fillin is Filzian.
Yeah, Filfin. Some kind of like
Filfin.
Some kind of evil dude. That'd be awesome. With the same ability, sick. But 0 to hero, they become a villain. And it's like water
0 to evil.
Whoa.
Oh.
I want them to do a... So, because they gave Garchomp a Mega, right?
Yes, yeah.
I want them to do another, like, either do a Mega, like, Como-O, because I love that dude, or a Mega Dragapult.
Oh, I would love a Mega Dragapult.
Right?
Dude.
Right?
He's already so fast, and you make him faster.
And there's like 1,000 little Dreepies.
Ooh. They make him like that. They like flatten him out, make him like the actual like Blackhawk plane.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because already the tail is a little bit like a jet stream, but the tail just gets super long and like very ethereal.
Yeah. Oh my God.
His evasion rises like crazy.
Oh. It's like more armored on top too. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Woo.
A Mega Grimmsnarl, I think, would be dope too.
That would be. Oh. I feel like that would be kind of easy too, because the like the Gigantamaxes, you could just alter those slightly and turn them into Mega Evolutions, and it would be pretty good.
And I think, which my concern is they might avoid them because they already have G-Maxes. Yeah. But, like, Mega Grimmsnarl, more hair, and, like, because his animation kind of has him using them as tentacles and tendrils anyway. Just lean into that. Like, have him, like, be beefier with more hair and just have, like, hair tendrils all over the place.
Yeah.
Doing battle.
More Bayonetta.
Then, like, right. And then they do, like, a Mega Hatterene, too. And I don't know. Do something with her. I don't care that much for her. Yeah, that's it.
That's what they would do.
They would. My genuine dream, though, would be Mega Rabombi.
Ooh.
That is honestly, I think, my favorite Pokemon ever. I don't know how it happened.
It's really cute.
It's adorable, but every time I've had it in a game, it has actually kicked butt. Like,
let me look at them stats.
It has legitimately been fantastic.
Rabombi. Because what? It's Fairy Bug.
Fairy Bug.
Looks like a little anime girl about to go to school.
Hurtful but fair.
Why is that hurtful? That's cute.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, okay. So its base stats total is 464,
which isn't great, the worst, but you know, not the best, not the worst. But you get it early game, and it evolves relatively quickly. It's level 25 when it evolves.
Okay, yeah.
But its base speed is 124.
That's what I was about to bring up. That's nasty.
And its base special attack is 95. So it is a glass cannon. You know, if it gets hit, it's gonna go down. But it can outrun most things you're going up against in the mainline games. You know, it's probably not competitive good, but in game, it has never steered me wrong. And I do love that it is 8 inches tall. Like, I like to imagine it going up against, like, because it came out in Sun and Moon. I always imagined it going up against, was it Sun and Moon? Yes.
Yeah.
Came out in Sun and Moon. I always imagined it going up against, like, a Como-O, you know? And one moon blast just punching through its heart. Like,
Guzzlord through the back, like.
Right, yeah.
David versus Goliath.
I love it because it has always steered me right. And I think it is just a really good design. It's simple, it's elegant.
It's real cute.
I think its ability for, like, Shield Dust is actually pretty solid.
Shield Dust is sick.
So I think it is a well-designed play through the game with me kind of Pokemon. And I think giving it a Mega and
that would be incredible.
Upping its speed, upping its special attack. And I don't know, giving it some kind of ability, letting it do. Megas change ability often? I think they do.
I think they can, yeah.
It's been so long since I've played with a Mega. Let's look at Charizard, because he has 1,000.
Yeah, because, like, Charizard Y gives Drought, and then X gives Tough Claws. So I think they do change.
Yes, they do. I forgot the Megas had their own, like, Pokedex section on the page for Cerebi. Yeah. So Megas oftentimes, and that's, like, a lot of Megas became useful because they gave secondary abilities that made them even better. Like, Kangaskhan had that team up ability where it hit twice with all of its moves.
So nasty.
So, like, giving Rabombi some kind of new ability similar to Shield Dust that just, like, made it, like, knocked out, like, terrain or whatever. I don't know. I'm not great in the competitive scene, but I think its design is primed to get Mega. Just have, like, fairy dust everywhere.
That would be so sick. Also, I have to correct myself.
Yeah.
David versus Guzliath.
Guzliath. That's good. That's good. We did it. We made Junk House memes.
We made it. We made Junk House. I think that's perfect. Maybe you can do a little ribbon dancer aesthetic.
Ooh, yeah.
Kind of already got the like clears. Yeah.
Right. And so it's like, because my favorite megas were the one that took a cool act, because they're kind of two variety of mega. One took a cool part of the design and made it more cool. And the other just kind of like made the design look beefy, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Like Manectrix is just, he got a big mane and it looked like a lightning bolt.
Yes. Like.
Where Baynet is actually like, there's a spirit coming out of the doll now.
Yes, exactly. And you look at, like, it's Mawile. Get the second mouth, good mega. Kangaskhan, the baby gets big, good mega.
Yeah.
Venusaur, get more leaves.
Could be
Blastoise, more cannons, good mega.
Good mega.
Charizard, both good megas. Alakazam, more spoons, good mega.
Heracross, a different kind of beetle, good mega.
I don't love the Mega Heracross, but that's okay. You can love it.
I like it. I like it.
Houndoom, good mega.
Yep.
Sableye, best mega.
Swamperts is simple, but he's beefy. I like him.
It's a good beefy though.
He's strong.
Whereas like Mega Sceptile's just like more leaves.
And a dragon.
There's a strange quality about it. Like Mega Beedrill, good mega. Mega Pidgeot, bad mega. That's just a bigger bird.
With blue tips.
Mega Slowbro, good mega.
Mega Sharp,
good mega.
Good mega, I would say.
Mega Sharpedo, bad mega.
Bad mega. Bad.
You don't like
mega.
it? You don't like it?
I kind of like it, but
it's okay if you like it. You know, you're allowed to differ.
It's kind of bad. It's kind of boring.
So it's like, I don't know. For me, when you do take a cool part of their design and make it more Altaria, that's a cool mega. Like, you know, Sableye's the best mega though. He's just hiding.
He's just hiding behind a big rock. Big rock guy.
I'm so excited for these games.
I know. You know what I'm excited for?
What are you excited for?
Our intro and outro song by the Reverend Horton Heat. Psychobilly Freakout on the album Smoke 'Em If You Got 'Em.
I love that song.
I love that song. That just felt like such a perfect ending note.
We
were done, yeah.
Yeah, dude, also, short, sweet to the Pokemon.
Short, sweet Pokemon point. Pokemon point to the go.
Welcome to Poke House.
This is when Caleb's gone, it's Poke House. I'm going to tell you something before I tell you to review something.
Yeah.
I don't think Cordell and I ever actually had beef. We lied.
We did lie to you.
We are liars. We have always loved each other, and we've always kissed.
Yes. Always touch tips.
So always. Yeah. So if you liked our acting and think we were believable in hating each other and that we didn't touch tips, that we don't touch tips, then you can review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Also, like if you have TikTok and Twitter, Junk House Pod, check us out. We like rarely post, but like, you know, we're on there.
Yeah. It's kind of weird as a podcast doing social media, because like really what most podcast socials do, unless they have an interactive element on social media of like, hey, we'll talk about this in the episode or whatever. Yeah. They just post, hey, new episode. That's all. You look at their socials and it's always new episode. I'm already listening.
Yeah, like I didn't follow you because I need to know.
Yeah. if you would like to guess at what our fake beef was, or if you would like to guess how many times a day we touch tips, you can email us at junkhousemmailbox@gmail.com.
Yeah, and there is a right answer. We did write down specifically for the beef. I have a piece of paper right here that said what the beef was. So
yeah, I
haven't seen it. You can be right. You can be wrong.
So I don't know what
Cordell
it is.
has no idea.
But I needed to know that there was a reason that existed for the beef for my acting process.
Cordell is a method actor.
Yeah, big fan of Jared Leto, so I decided gotta be method.
Yeah. He sent me a rat in the mail.
Yeah, I sent Samantha a rat.
For this episode. Mm-hmm. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm. Weird they got it there that fast, too.
I know. I mean, did you pay him more? Why would you do it?
I didn't pay them. As we say every week,
I worry for the future of Scoobity Toilet.
It's a psychobilly freakout!